All right, today we're going to be working on some air cleaner drawings. I'll show you how to draw those pretty quick. So I've got my 8.5 by 11 printer paper. I've got a Sharpie. You could use a pencil, you could use a marker, crayon, whatever you've got laying around. So, okay, let's get started. The first one we're going to draw is called a velocity stack. And air cleaners, remember, filter the air coming in before they get to the carburetor to keep out any kind of debris or anything like that. So the velocity stack is a very thin oval. Okay, that's going to be the very top of your velocity stack. And then it's going to have two inward curving lines that are equal, starting at this corner, tapering in, and then a slight curve at the bottom. And then we're going to do another slight curve, not all the way to the edge, but just end a little bit. You go up, go parallel with the other line, and back down, and then fill that in with black. And now it looks like a shadow, like it's got some depth to it. That's about it for a velocity stack on a car. It's not anything too crazy. It's just air comes in here, and there's like a little screen, and that filters not very much. So a lot of race cars will use something like this, vintage race cars. Okay. The next one is like an air cleaner you would see on a old Chevelle or Camaro or Mustang or Nova. It's pretty common. Most hot rods have these. We'll start off by drawing a long, skinny rectangle, and then two really small lines that start not quite in the corner. They go in, they curve and go up. Curve and go up on each side. And then a slight curve connecting these two, going upward and then back down. Okay. And then one more, you're going to make, it's like another curve, but it's going the opposite way, right in the middle. This is the top of our air cleaner lid. And you could draw a couple little weird looking square shapes like this, and that looks like a wing nut that you would twist on to keep it tight. Okay, next, and this is supposed to be a little quick video, nothing super fast, very easy. We're going to do two lines, not all the way in the corner, coming down about a 1/2 inch or so. And then another rectangle at the bottom of that line. Super, super easy. And then one more rectangle, a little bit taller, set in a little bit on the bottom of that. And that's the bottom, and that would be sitting on top of the carburetor. The last thing to give it the look is you're going to draw lines, up and down lines, connecting the bottom of this rectangle and the top of that rectangle. And keep them kind of close together. Doesn't matter how many there are, doesn't matter if they're straight or not. Let's give it the look. So this would be the actual air filter in the middle here, and this is the air cleaner lid, and this is the base of the air cleaner, and that would sit on top of a carburetor. Okay, and then the last one I'll show you is called a butterfly scoop. Butterfly scoops are pretty fun. This would go on top of a tunnel ram or a blower. And a butterfly scoop, we'll start off, we'll draw the side view first, which is straight line down, and then another line coming straight off, going back maybe 2 inches or so, and then a small, like half the length of this line coming up. And what we're going to do is we're going to start this line, we're going to go flat for a little ways, and then we're going to angle down to this line. That's about it. There's nothing to the side view of a butterfly scoop. So what I want to show you is a 3/4 view, but this is where a carburetor would sit, like here and here underneath. So if you saw it from the side view, they'd sit on a couple of carburetors like that. The fun view is this 3/4 view. So first thing we're going to do is we'll draw the front of it. So we're going to do like a little kind of half curve line going up and down. And we're going to do another one over here, slight curve. Okay. Then we're going to connect the top, and we're going to connect the bottom. And then we're going to draw a circle in the center, and then one more circle the same size off to the right, and one more circle the same size off to the left, and then a line down the middle of them. Super easy, right? But this view would be looking, if you know, into the front of that. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a line from this corner, and you're going to go slightly uphill and backward at the same time. Okay? We're going to start at this top corner. For the next one, we're going to go back a little, and then we're going to start to curve down and connect those two. That's the same thing we're seeing from the side here. And then in this corner, go back straight, and then stop here, and then you're going to connect these two spots like this. And that would be like a 3/4 angle or view on a butterfly scoop. Butterfly scoops are really cool looking. Normally you put a carburetor below that, or a blower or something. So if there was a carburetor, it'd have like a square, or a rectangle, sorry, right here, a couple lines going back. I'm just drawing this real quick, like, so you can get an idea of where the carburetors would go. Kind of sitting on top of like that. And then the carburetors would sit on top of, say, a blower, and a blower has a slight curve in the front and in the rear. And then a line connecting there, a line connecting here, and then a few curved lines along the side of it. Big circle in the front, small circle in the middle of that. This is where the belt rides. So you'd have a belt that would run down to another pulley. That's essentially what it looked like, a really simple version. So there's 3 different kinds of air scoops, air cleaners, whatever. Practice these, and then you put these on top of engines that you could see in cars, like hot rods, stuff like that. Or if you've got a car that you're drawing where there's a hole in the hood and the engine sticking up, you know, you could see part of that sticking up to the top. This is what you would see on top of your carburetors. All right, have fun drawing that, and then I'll show you how to draw a carburetor in better detail on the next one.